Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dwarf Fortress. So I believe at one point in the last episode, I'm pretty sure it was at the end of the last episode, one of my Mark's dwarves started throwing a tantrum, and I was starting to get a little worried about it. I actually got kind of lucky. Like, if you remember when my spear dwarf was throwing a tantrum, all he did was just, break some of his own stuff, which was totally cool. I'm perfectly fine with them smashing their own things. But apparently this Mark's dwarf is exceptionally angry. As you may have noticed already, there is some blood on the floor in my dining room, and the reason why that is because a milker's been shot and killed by this little baby who is crying about whatever. Let's actually find out why he's so upset. Tobal something. No, that's not him. Where are you, Tobal? It said he became a farmer, but I think he still stays down here. No, these are all babies. So, there you are. On break. Really? On break after shooting someone? You pain. Okay, you creature has been very unhappy. She has enjoyed throwing something, really. Throwing a bolt into your friend. She admired a fine seat. She was embarrassed to have no shoes. She was very embarrassed to be uncovered. She was embarrassed to have no shirt. She lost a child to tragedy. She witnessed death. She witnessed death because she shot somebody in the face. She ate a pretty decent meal, wonderful soapy bath. She enraged about non-patrol. She slept without a proper room. She talked with her child. So, yeah. Let's actually see if there's any... Here we go. Oh! Wow, okay. So she didn't shoot him. She threw a rock at his face. And that killed him. What are you doing? Why? What? So yeah, so this is bad. Let me see if I can find her again. Go back up to the farmers. Where are you at? Zoom creature. You're all the way down here. There's no raven. What the hell? Ugh. So, yeah. This could potentially be a really bad situation. I don't know, because it said she was fighting a raven and she shot a bolt at it, and then I guess that might have just been from when she was up top. I don't really know. Do you have any clothes on? Better. No. Oh, that's the baby. Yeah, she's got clothes on. I don't know why she's freaking out. Whatever. I don't even know. So this is potentially a horrible, horrible situation. Let's go to my justice screen and see if she... No. Okay, so it's not actually being counted as a murder. I guess... What? Maybe it'll do it when she comes out of throwing a tantrum? I don't know, but she's probably going to serve some jail time for that, or maybe even a beating. But yeah, I really don't know what to do about this clothing-induced tantrum spiral. This is a really bad situation, and I honestly, I really hope that we manage to come out of this. I hope the provisions that I took last time actually managed to stop this, because this is getting ridiculous. Let's see if this... No, okay, so they linked up one. So let's go ahead and open it. And then finish linking. Vertical bars. What? How come I can link them more than once? I don't understand what's going on. Whatever. I'm kind of regretting this decision, so I'm actually going to remove these bars. Let's do that. It was a novel idea, but it's kind of stupid. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not really sure what else is going to happen. Hopefully this dwarf will calm down and then we'll send her to jail, but I mean that's probably just going to make the situation worse. My mandates are moving along, or my build orders are moving along smoothly. We have the shirts done, most of the pants are done. They're starting to work on the socks. Almost all the leather shoes are done. They started working on the leather shirts. I'm just going to continue to make. I'm really going to step up my my cloth industry, and just pretty much have my clothers on a constant, just making clothes after these are done. So they're just going to continuously pump out clothes, so I can kind of avoid this in the future. If we manage to even survive this, but like I said, I'm going to go ahead and oh wow, they already cleaned up the blood. That was fast. I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off here, and I'll come back when something else happens, when something else develops in this impending spiral that hopefully doesn't happen, or if it does happen, hopefully isn't too bad, and we actually manage to pull out of it before before it completely destroys our fortress. But yeah, so I'll be back in a minute or two. See you then. Hey everybody, so just a real quick minor update. So I'm going through looking at all of my dwarves that are unhappy and sad and things like that. And I noticed on this one, it said she has complained of thirst lately, and she has been satisfied at work, she took a shower, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, I wonder why she's thirsty. So I looked down and it said, she needs alcohol to get through the working day. And then right after that it says, she is getting used to tragedy. So that kind of tells you how bad things are getting in this fortress. If they're getting used to, I mean, like, hopefully that'll like boost her defense against negative thoughts. I mean, she is a member of my military, because as you can see, it says she took joy in slaughter lately. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. I thought it was amusing / terrible. As you can see, my weapon stockpile is starting to get full, so I need to make some more bins. But this is all, I think this is all pilfered stuff from like all the goblins that have been shown. Oh no, steel. Oh no, that is all of my dwarves' equipment, because I made them switch out of their uniform, and apparently they felt it was totally cool to just leave that in a pile. I thought they kept that in their barracks. Why wouldn't they keep that in their barracks? Isn't it set up to hold all their equipment? Yeah, squad equipment. Maybe they're full? No, they don't have anything on them. Weird. Well, whatever. Nothing really too bad to complain about. Yeah. Sorry, I was getting distracted. But yeah, so I just wanted to point that out. I thought it was kind of sad. So I'll go ahead and cut this off again, and I'll come back when something else is going on. So see you in a bit. Alright, so we have another dwarf killed. Same basic deal. This farmer was minding his own business, and someone threw a wombat leather armor at him and apparently shattered his skull into his brain. I can only assume, yeah, it's this mother, you know, this guy is really starting to irritate me. I'm pretty sure that this particular dwarf, this dwarf is angry. This dwarf has thrown like 3 fits so far, and 2 of them have been fatal. My mayor started to throw fits, but he's locked away. I actually can't convict, like, it's not showing up. My captain of the guard's not doing his job. Actually, let's go to nobles. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but he's not doing his job. I mean, maybe like typical police officers, he's showing favor because the dwarf that happens to be throwing a fit is in his unit. But I mean, I'm like this particular dwarf has been throwing so many fits lately. And I don't even know how she managed to do it. She's been down here in the Great Hall, and she somehow managed to throw that armor and hit this dwarf up here. I don't know how the logistics of that work. Like, maybe she threw. I don't know how that happened. I feel a little cheated by that. But she's been down in the Great Hall for a while. I'm getting the feeling she's going to be the next one to go berserk. I mean, I'm really hoping that I can pull out of this, but it doesn't look good. I'm doing my best to improve, to make the place as awesome as I can. I mean, like, I thought it was pretty awesome before, but I mean, I'm doing my best to make everything look really, really nice. I'm starting to crank out more statues that I'm going to fill up, that I'm going to put in the Great Hall, and then I'm going to put in the second. Like, if you remember, like, here's the first living quarters, and then the nobles, and then here's the second living quarters. I have to fill up these little alcoves with statues. I'm putting the finishing touches on it. I'm probably going to start smoothing out both living areas to increase their worth. But I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. I really don't know how to come out of it. I set up an above ground. I walled off this area right here to the north because what I'm going to do, I'm going to flood it and turn it into a farm where once we get some rope reed, we're gonna grow rope reed up here to really increase my cloth output, and maybe some other stuff too, like some strawberries and some longland grass and things like that. I don't know yet. Again, this is all banking on the fact that we actually survive this particular spiral. I don't know though, man. I mean, we'll just have to see what happens. I need to get this dwarf out of circulation though. This dwarf has caused me all kinds of problems. I need to get them put in jail or something, but I mean, I can't really do anything without, I can't really convict them of anything until those murders show up on the justice screen. But so far they're not. They're just kind of taking them in stride. But yeah, I mean, we'll just kind of have to see how it goes. Let me just unpause this while I'm talking so the game actually progresses a little bit. I mean, I really don't know what else I can do to make these guys happy. I mean, I'm making clothes as fast as I can. I'm doing a lot of regular improvements. My military is, on inactive duty. They're not supposed to be doing anything. I really, honestly don't know what else I can do to pull out of this. I mean, I just kind of have to hope that it peters out and I don't lose. See, there. Oh, it says cancel pickup equipment because she's throwing a tantrum. I mean, I just kind of have to hope that it burns itself out without too many casualties. And just have to try to keep all my other dwarves as happy as possible. It's mostly, see, the bad thing is it's mostly my military that's throwing fits. So they're strong enough to kill a lot of dwarves. Because I've been training them up, obviously, because you want a strong military. But I mean, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. So, yeah, at this point I'm just kind of rambling, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this off here, and I'll come back if anything else manages to develop. I did fill this room up with traps. Mostly I just added cage traps, and I know I said I wasn't going to use them. I'm trying to stay away from cage traps, but at this point, I just kind of want it. I just want it full for now until I can really replace all of them with. And I mean, I had enough cages from trading, they're all loaded, but as you can see, I still have a bunch of cages that I've just been getting from animals and things like that. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off here, and I'll be back once something else develops. So see you in a minute. All right, guys, one more quick thing. So we actually might have some good news, because you remember this potash maker. There's the one that baby was killed in combat. And all that jazz. If we go back here, he's up to fine.
So that's one good thing. So they are starting to some of the first ones who were throwing fits are starting to calm down. As you can see, one of drink finally. They enjoyed throwing something recently. Was very embarrassed to be uncovered. Lost a child. Enraged by lung patrol. So they're starting to calm down. We have some good news. I mean, the only problem we have right now is that particular Mark's Dwarf is, if she was just raging and just breaking things, that'd be fun. Oh, also, I unforbid my mayor's thing because like he's conducting meetings to calm people down, and if people don't get to talk to, their mayor, like their authority figures, that actually makes them mad. So I'm kind of running a gambit here, but hopefully it'll pay off. So, okay, so we just lost that. Stricken by melancholy. That's the equivalent of them. So that person's done. They're dead. See if I can't find her. Tobal. Well, at least they're gonna stop killing people. So here she is, stricken by melancholy. That's a death sentence. They're gonna kill themselves. So that's kind of a good thing, because now she'll stop throwing shit at people. Oh, hang on, guys, train. Okay, so that train took a while to go by. But as I was saying, so since now she's stricken by melancholy, she's basically dead to us. She's just going to wander around until she either... I think stricken by melancholy, she might either try to starve herself to death, or she might actively try to kill herself. I don't remember which one it is. But as you can see, if we go into the military screen, and we go to the Palisades of Speech, she's already been removed from the squad. Like, the game knows she's dead, so she's no longer an active member of the military. It just kicked her out. So we're going to have to replace her. I saw another ranger on here that I wanted to put in earlier, because I was kind of scrolling through. Here we go, Mab. Mab the ranger is a proficient Mark's Dwarf, so they already kind of have a head start. Everyone else is skilled or talented. Oh, apparently Mab is a great Mark's Dwarf. She automatically got a boost, or he, I don't know. I'm leaning towards that's a girl. Mab sounds like a girl's name. Particularly because I'm used to reading about, this is going to sound so dorky, but I'm going to say it anyway, reading about Queen Mab of the Fairy Kingdom. Anyway, so yeah, so this dwarf is dead, but like I said, on the plus side, she's going to stop throwing shit at people and killing them. Which was pretty impressive, seeing as how she's only a dabbling thrower. Like, if we go over and check, oh, that's the baby. Here we go. Yeah, see right there, dabbling thrower. So, she was doing pretty good. I mean, she was throwing a lot of stuff, but to actively throw something at someone and get a one-shot on their head, the rock I can understand, but with armor, leather armor at that, I mean, come on, that's impressive. I just wish she was using it for good instead of murdering our dwarves. And actually, if we go in here and look, those are the only 2 kills she's gotten, are those 2 dwarves that she murdered. So, on one hand, I'm glad to see her stop raging. On the other hand, I'm sad to lose another dwarf. But hopefully, this is the sign of this spiral winding down to only. Hopefully, we'll only have these 3 casualties, and everyone else will just calm the hell down. But you know, that would be too good to be true. But yeah, so I think I'll go ahead and cut this off here, and I'll come back once something else develops. So, see you guys in a bit. Hey everybody. So real quick, I've just kind of decided to keep the text in classic view until that weird whatever it is bug with the extended, like how that. See that weird long line, or this long thing right here? Until that gets fixed, I'm just decided to keep it in classic view, just so I don't have to keep pushing F12 to fix it. But what I wanted to show you is, so I was checking out, like I noticed my militia commander, this guy, Udib, left a lot of his clothes just laying on the floor, so I figured I'd go and look at his thoughts and preferences. And I was looking through, and on one of them, if you look on the second line near the very end, it says, he gained a sibling recently. And I was like, cool, he has a sibling, let's see. So I was going through his relationships. You know, like here's his wife and his eldest daughter and his second eldest daughter and his only son, and you know, on and on and on. But it doesn't look like he has, you know, and then he has his mother and father, who I guess live here. And I guess his mother and father had a kid recently. So I was going through, and like you can see, here's his younger brother and, you know, dwarven child. And I'm just looking at all this stuff. And I get down here to the dwarven children that are, and one is his friend, and the other one is he has a grudge against. And I was like, what? Why does he have a grudge against this kid? That doesn't make any sense. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's kind of weird to have a grudge against a child. So let's actually check this kid out. This kid is only 1 year old. This kid is 1 year old and he has a grudge again. I mean, what could this kid possibly have done for you to have? Yeah, he formed a grudge recently. How? Why? I don't understand what this kid could have possibly done to have pissed off my militia commander. I mean, come on, dude. You're the head of the military of this fortress and you're getting mad at 1 year old. I mean, what did he do? Look at you funny when he was eating spaghetti? I don't understand. Not that dwarves eat spaghetti, because I don't think they have any in this world. But, like, you get my meaning. What could this kid have possibly done to he's the kid of the captain of the guard, too. I don't understand, man. That is just too funny. That is just way too funny. I'm gonna just... Hey, this kid has a lot of grudges. What the hell, man? Farmer, ranger, farmer, militia commander, like he's pissing off all the rangers. What is going on? That is bizarre. I mean, I know kids have nothing to do but socialize, but this is a 1 year old. He can't walk around by himself. He's carried everywhere, probably by his mother or father. I don't understand. Oh, man. That was a hilarious pick-me-up to this awful situation we have going on. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. I thought it was funny. I just want to know what this 1 year old kid is doing to piss off all these people. I mean, I don't even know. I can't fathom what this kid could possibly... I mean, different cultures, I guess. I don't know, man. But anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this off here, and I'll be back when something else happens. I'll see you in a bit. Hey, so scratch that last thing I just said. I lost track of the time of how long I've been recording. This is actually going to be the end of this video. So, you know, I mean, like, we haven't lost yet. We're still kicking. We only have 3 casualties so far of this particular spiral. Just to recap. As you can see, I'm getting prepped to flood this area. This pump is built. All I have to do is just flood this bad boy, and it'll be ready to farm. So yeah. So like I said, this is the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and join me next time.